This is the JetSurf Cruiser DFI, a gas-powered surfboard that puts the speed and exhilaration of a jet ski into a 6-foot-long board with bindings. You can rip across the water with the freedom to surf anywhere at any time at more than 30 miles per hour. Jet-powered surfboards can turn every lake, river, or ocean into your own personal playground, but it's not cheap. Find out if the Cruiser DFI is your next yacht toy or a solution to a boring life. This video shows what it's like to get this jetboard and how to rip it up. Find out if it's worth its weight in waves. Let's dive in. JetSurf has been around for a while. It's actually had its own racing league for more than a decade. The Cruiser DFI is a gasoline-powered surfboard with a 2-stroke 100cc engine designed for recreational use. The tethered handle makes JetSurf ideal for both beginners and experienced riders. It affords more control for aggressive carving and to help balance. The Cruiser DFI will give you 30 to 45 minutes of rip riding action before needing to fill it up again. You can see the complete surfboard here, which has its own bag for transport and protection. This case contains all the components and it's flight friendly too, something that battery-powered boards aren't. Just check it in at the odd-sized baggage and fill it up at the destination. Without any fuel inside, this jetboard is also easier to handle. Straight out of the box, everything, minus the gas, is included. A remote control permanently tethered to the board, fins and dual foot bindings for goofy or regular riders. The board is constructed with glossy carbon fiber, with titanium making up the exhaust. It looks and feels pretty slick. The included toolkit includes all the implements you need, lubricants, and a charger cord for the starter battery. It will need to be charged the first time, but not afterwards because of the alternator. Though not elegant, the trolley wheels are pretty functional. It attaches to the bag for rolling along. An additional quad pod stand is for inserting the fins and fueling on the beach. Compared to other electric surfboards with EVA foam foot pads, the Cruiser surface might seem a little busy and too slick and hard. It's not as nice standing up at first because of it, as we shall see. The comfortable foot straps, though, make up for that in terms of control in the turns, allowing you to carve like you're cresting a wave. After unboxing, it's time to fill up the fuel tank. To fill the tank, simply unscrew the fuel cap and pour in the 50-to-1 ratio gas to oil mix. The Cruiser DFI has a 5-liter fuel tank, which provides up to 45 minutes or so. It's exactly like the fuel mixture on an outboard motor. Put some outboard oil into a jerry can and fill up the right amount of gas from a pump. The instructions in the flap of the bag will explain it all. To start the engine, stick the nib of the kill switch that's connected to your wrist into the remote. Pull it out and stick it in again. The engine starts. Rev it using the trigger and you'll hear that it's not silent, but it's not loud either. Insert the fins and go. Standing up on an electric surfboard can be a thrilling but initially daunting task. All JetSurf boards use the same tethered remote, which is great for maintaining balance, but it doesn't make standing up easy because one hand is always on the throttle. You gotta keep your balance on a moving jetboard, holding on with one hand and the knuckles of your other. Another challenge is keeping the throttle down enough to keep up speed, overcoming the lack of buoyancy to be able to stand up without sinking. In the beginning, you might pull back on the throttle after you've stood up, but you can recover quickly there. If you've had any board sports experience, snowboarding or skateboarding, for example, then you'll probably relax a bit after you've got to your feet in the bindings and can get to your speed to stabilize you. After that, it's all about staying loose, bending your knees a bit and leaning into the turns by turning your head and shoulders rather than your hips. Some people might find it difficult to get their front foot in the binding. In the beginning, the reins of the tether help you ride around without needing to maneuver your foot into place. Staying balanced on a motorized surfboard requires practice and technique, and above all, relaxing. The key is to maintain your weight centered over the board and engage your core muscles for stability. If you feel off balance, slightly bend your knees and lean back to regain your equilibrium. Remember to relax and enjoy the ride while gradually improving your balance over time. Turning the Cruiser DFI is as simple as leaning into the desired direction. The surfboard is equipped with an intuitive handle that allows you to control the direction of the board by pulling on it as your weight shifts. The more you lean, the sharper the turn will be. It's recommended to start with gentle turns and gradually increase the intensity as you become more comfortable. It only takes a couple of sessions before you can start making tight turns, Again, the tether strap really helps, but so do the bindings. Other boards like the Ravik from Awake will have smaller binding options too, but there's something about the racing DNA in JetSurf's design that's pretty satisfying. Once you've mastered the basics, it's time to experience the true joy of cruising on the Cruiser DFI. The surfboard glides smoothly through the water, offering a thrilling and exhilarating ride. You can cruise around lakes, oceans, or even rivers, enjoying the beauty of your surroundings while immersing yourself in the natural environment. When you're done for the day, you're going to want to rinse out the Cruiser. JetSurf makes it easy with an input for a hose. Just run fresh water through and the internal bilge pump will flush everything out, easy peasy. In the end, the JetSurf Cruiser DFI is an amazing powered surfboard that combines solid engineering with user-friendly features. The Cruiser DFI is the gas-powered model you want at the lake house or on your yacht. It can be filled up and can run all day by different riders. The closest competing board will be the JetSurf Electric, which costs about the same and performs similarly. Less riding time, but more responsive initial thrust is the main difference on the water. Charging times or additional batteries are notable differences too. The Electric with one battery costs $14,000, while the Cruiser DFI is $14,500. Both are pretty awesome. Subscribe to find out when our JetSurf Electric review gets up. Thanks for watching.